That's just packaging. They do package stuff very well. This is a fire piston campfire looking like it's in a 1950s box, but it's a sturdy box. It's one of those boxes you want to hang on to with putting odds and sods in. Instructions. Capiast. Now, you could get these. I'll put the price up on screen. You can buy these for, I think, less than a £5. I may have gotten some, or is that the other ones? I think you can get these compression fire starters for, I think, £4. Really tiny little things. This one should not be a tiny little thing. This cost me, I think it was total of £11, but I got a £1 voucher because there was a delay, and it took me 2 weeks to get to me. Right, that is your standard 50 gram. I don't know, is that bigger than a 50 gram tin? I haven't smoked in 10 years, but that is a solid metal tin. That is a nice, it's solid. Okay, inside we have got bootlace, lanyard, what you want to call it. What looks like the remnants of my hairbrush. Yeah, it basically looks like the content of my hairbrush, because I have got what you might call a couple of feet of hair. So that's, I'm guessing it's going to be tinder, flax kind of thing, start a fire. Right. Also in the tin, we have our rubber seals. 2 of them, 2 sizes. Okay, that pathetic little blob is your lubricating gel. Or you could just go the Australian route and go the hot top. That is the actual thing. That's quite, I didn't expect it to be this big or this heavy, because that is a, when it comes to something starting fires, you want a reassuring weight. That's a reassuring weight. So play on that in a bit. Also inside here, we've got some fabric, a bit of cloth. It's basically a DIY kit to everything. It's just a little bit of denim, it feels like. So that's going to be to make charcoal. Another reason why I got this thing is that what you can do is you put a bit of cloth in here after you started your fire, put your lid on loosely, put it on the fire, and you then make your own charcloth, or chuck in a bit of wood, make charcoal, because that is a nice, yeah, I'm happy with that. It's not just some cheap little piece of thing. That's, yeah, so that is what we get in it. But because it was delayed by 2 days, they gave me £1 off, £1 voucher to use in any shop, or if it was their specific company, I think it's £1.50. Okay, so you've got 2 rubber seals at this end. It's a little bit goopy. At least they lubed it. But then you're talking about Chinese people, they're not very big in the muscle department. Okay, so that's just the other end of it. And that's your rubber seal on that end. If you run out of rubber seals, I mean, there are a few there. Rather than just buying more, you could just get like a piece of flax or a bit of hair. Some of us have an abundance. And then, or even a reed or a bit of grass, and just wrap it around. Okay, so to close it down, undo that end. Then you can close it. Then you can do it tight. Otherwise, it'll be a lot of pressure trying to get it in. So yeah, that is that. After trying for 20 minutes and no joy, it could be the fact that my wrists are screwed. These are really bad crash. That's surgery scars from the left wrist. Right wrist is even worse. So what I'm going to do, it could also be my technique. It could also be that I'm using the wrong medium. I tried a cotton bud, but so what I'm going to do, that's the cloth that came with it. So that's going to go in the tin. The tin, I'm not going to put the lid on tight. It's going to go on loose. And then as I'm going to be doing roast duck, that's going to go in the oven. at the same time. So I'm going to make some charcloth. To be clear, my reason for saying no to the fire compression stick, I'll keep it. It's a nice toy. You know, the tin I can use, the cloth I can use, the lanyard I can use all of it, except as a fire compression stick. I might even be able to unscrew it and use that with my fire stick, my ferro rod. My two reasons against this: one, I don't think I can use it because of the damage I've got to my wrist from bike crashes and surgeries. I don't have the strength on my wrist. I think that's one reason. The other reason, my eyesight is diabolical. And to use this thing, you've got to get a very small amount of cloth, tinder, and put it in the hole, and you've got to be fairly precise. You've got to actually get it right in there, and it's a very small amount. My hands are massive. So to actually do this, it's too fiddly. It's that simple. It is just too fiddly. Using the arc lighter, using the ferro rod, I can do. Easy. This, my hands are too big, my eyesight's too knackered, and my wrists are too flat. I'm old.